So tell me about your experience with Denae. You met with Denae Richards.
I met with Denae Richards in Dallas, and
sound healer.
She does amazing, great stuff. She has a sound bed, and she does these frequency things where she puts. I mean, she does a trauma healing thing where she goes through stuff with you, and like my particular session, I was listening to the sounds of Jupiter, but like on crack, because there was all this other great stuff going on with it. Like they tweaked it up, they tricked it up, right? And she had so there was woofers all over my body and on my heart and my solar plexus and on my feet, and like I had like weighted eye mask and weighted blanket on me. Like, I mean, it was just like an over sensory load of like amaze ball frequencies.
So that's that video. That's the video that you're about to watch.
This is the video that you're about to watch. All right, Denae. So, okay, like, what's your full name, and explain what you do here with the sound healing, because it's amazing.
Okay, so my name's Denae Richards, and what we did today was called vibroacoustic therapy, and it's part of the whole broader umbrella of sound healing. But this particular is a sound table with transducers attached to it. The music is made specifically for the bed, for the table, and I source it from a couple of different places. I'm also playing with doing my own, but it has frequencies in the music, very deep low frequencies in between like 5 hertz to 30 hertz, let's say. Those low frequencies, they're just very healing, overall healing to the body. You can also get into specific frequencies with it if you have a specific issue, for example, kidney infection or different things with your organs. You can also have specific frequencies for chakra healing, so energy body healing. So it covers pretty much everything from spiritual to emotional to physical. And so that is vibroacoustic therapy in a nutshell.
How did you even get into this?
Oh goodness. So I've been into music all my life. I played in the band when I was a little kid, all the way through high school and even into college. My mom forced me into piano lessons. I fought it like tooth and nail because I wanted to play basketball instead. But I was always into music, always into band, always into 80s music in college because I just love music. But it wasn't until probably around 2012 when I had my first gong bath with gongs, just the big metal gongs, that I realized there's more to sound and music than just what I hear with my ears, or I can play on an instrument. And so that led me into this really deep dive study into sound and sound healing. And I purchased a gong, and gongs are like potato chips, so you have to have more than just one. So I did it for myself. I did it because I wanted to discover what sound was for me. And I would set it up in my second bedroom, and I would have some friends come over and we would play with sound, how they felt, how each different instrument felt. And then, I guess it's probably been about 5 years ago, that led into beginning to get asked to play in studios, yoga studios. And so it grew broader there. And so then I wanted to learn more than what I had just kind of taught myself through books and learning. So I enrolled in a school called Globe Sound Institute, and it's actually the Globe Sound Institute. It's sound and consciousness, and so it wasn't just sound. It was all about frequency, all about consciousness, and that really, it was like a fire hose.
Is that the one with David Gibson?
It's with David Gibson, and he had different instructors that were just amazing. Randy Masters is one that comes to mind. It's just like when you listen to him speak, it was like activations. It wasn't just what he was telling you. It wasn't just the book that he provided with this, but it was like, holy cow, he's just activating. And so it was literally like a fire hose. That I'm still integrating that stuff. I still have to go back and reread. But it included, I learned mantras. I learned voice, a lot about voice, and then just a lot about frequency as it relates to cymatics and as it relates to just the world, like the Fibonacci numbers, the 369, and how that's frequency that creates frequency. So very, very very good and very much opened me up. And then vibroacoustic therapy came out of that. And David also has an audio side of his school, audio engineering side of his school that I did not take, but I use some of what he creates out of there as the source for the vibroacoustic table. So I'm still learning. I'm a constant learner, and I think sound is something that is old. So it's from years ago, thousands and thousands of years ago. Didgeridoos, like, you can look that up. It's like the original instrument that we know of, and they think that's at least 40 to 60,000 years ago. So the didgeridoo, you could usually, literally, they talk about healing bones and stuff with the didgeridoo. So sound is old. Sound healing is old. Sound therapy is old. And then somehow we lost it. We started allowing Western medicine and Western thinking to get into losing control of our body's ability to heal, and also allowing frequency to assist our body to heal. So recently, I would say within the last maybe 20 years or more, sound is coming back. This is an opinion I have. Sound is coming back. We are rediscovering what frequency and sound can do. And so as we rediscover, new things come out all the time. I'm still learning.
And you said there was a couple receptors that we have, like...
Oh yeah, we have... so sound is multifaceted. One of the facets is very physical in our body. And we have mechanoreceptors all over our nerve endings. Every nerve ending has mechanoreceptors. There's 7 of them. And I should know the names, but I don't know the names off the top of my head. But there's 2 of these mechanoreceptors in our body that respond to vibration and frequency. So that's what you're feeling. So when you hear frequencies, and specifically with these very healing instruments like gongs and these low frequencies like what you find on the vibroacoustic table, you're not just hearing music, you're feeling it with through these mechanoreceptors that are actually talking to your nervous system through your nerve endings and helping calm it down. So it's all about, healing is all about getting your body into the state where it allows it to do what it's supposed to do. And our bodies are very powerful. They heal. They can heal themselves if we give them the right environment. And sound and frequency is one of the best ways I know of to get your body into that state.
Cool. So do you want to show us your bed, like, in detail?
Absolutely. If you want, absolutely. You feel free to take a look under the sheets there and let people see what it is. So like, truly. And
this is your own touch that you've done, right?
I've added the pucks. I call them my vibroacoustic pucks. So they're you can see it's actually a small transducer. A lot of people call them shaker bases. So the music doesn't actually come out of this, but you will feel the vibration of those very low frequencies. So yes, I've added these. There's 4 of them. I have 2 that I keep kind of on your feet or on your whole body. There's 2 on the other side of the bed. But they're all attached in. If you look under here, you see the receiver, the amp actually, that's hooked up. The amp is hooked up to the main thing on the bed, or the table, are the 4 transducers, heavy duty transducer.
So what it ends up doing is it's like it feels like you're cocooned in it's like you're in like the most safe space possible. And when you actually have all the frequencies going and it's vibrating all over your body and all your senses are taken away except for like your hearing and the vibration, you really are like transmitted to a different level of meditation that like I've never experienced on my own, which is amazing. So it's kind of like a sensory deprivation tank, but way better and way more warm and comfortable.
Cool.
So yeah, that's how I love it.
Very cool. Do you want to let them see what they see when clients come in? I can close the blinds so they get the full effect of
yes.
They have. Yeah. So we talk and we get ready and then we just kind of set the tone for relaxation. So you get all the nice watery different colors, but I like to use the
Yeah.
blue and the green a lot. You get the watery feel, you get the stars that move a little bit. So color is frequency, right? Everything's frequency. Well, one other thing we learned in school was the different frequencies of the different colors and what they do for you. So color therapy is real. What do you feel when you see a really pretty blue or green? Or what do you feel right now? You feel very relaxed
Yeah.
and just safe. So I love to use color therapy and with my work as well. So it's all frequency. It's all related.
So yeah, anyway, that's Denae Richards. This is her information. Amazing. Contact her, go see her. She's in Dallas. I think she does stuff over Zoom or she could just do some distance stuff, even though I really highly recommend most of that stuff be in person because it's amazing.
The sound healing part of it.
It's great. And I think people just need to sound healing is going to become a thing because once you, it's like what do you call those? Like Pringle chips. Once you go there, you can't go back.
Can't just have one.
Well, it's like crack. Once you go there, you can't go back. Or I don't know. Okay. Go see Denae. She's awesome.